I go to Arvada West High School. I'll be a senior this year. I'm from Council W, and we're putting on this TED Talk for you. So I'll have the other Council W members come up.
I'm Megan, and I'm going to be a senior at Columbine High School.
I'm Alicia, and I'm going to be a senior at Mountain View High School.
Hi, I'm Malika Michelle Fuller, and I'll be a senior at Palisade High School.
Right on. So can everybody close their eyes for me? Be very quiet when you do this. And keep them closed until I tell you to open them. I see you. Shut your eyes. Okay, you can all open your eyes. Now, how many seconds do you think that was? 8, okay. I heard 3, 7, 6, 5. All right, well, the answer is 10.
Closest.
Now, let me hear some of your guys' ideas and thoughts that you guys had going in that 10 seconds that I had you silent with your eyes shut. What were you thinking? You're so tired. Okay.
Who's not closing their eyes?
Who's not closing their eyes? The chairs are squeaky.
My contacts are coming out.
My contact's coming out. What else? Let's hear something over here. When's he gonna start talking? That's a good one. All right, I'll start talking now. So, imagine that you're given a bank account at the beginning of every day. In this bank account is $86,400. You're given this bank account with one stipulation. At the end of the day, whatever money you don't use is gone. The next day, you get another $86,400. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'd probably buy a new car, a truck, I'd go all out. I'd use this money like nobody's business. Maybe donate some to charity, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you're smart, you would take whatever you had left and you'd pull it out of that bank account so it doesn't get lost, so it didn't go away. Well, we're given this bank account. It's not money, it's time. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. What you do with those seconds is up to you. So, $1 equals that 1 second. So bear with me here. This dollar represents 1 second of your time. All right? So what could you use this second for? Not much, right? It's just a second. Well, that's what you think. Now, a lot of you guys are cringing at the fact that I just ripped the dollar. Why is that? Okay, you could have bought a candy bar, you could have bought a soda, but your time is so much more valuable than money. Why would you do that? All right? And then, I'll show you one more thing here. Here's a $10 bill. What? It's just money, and this money correlates to your time, so it doesn't matter, right? That 10 seconds I had you guys sit in silence, it's just like doing this if you don't use the time wisely.
That's like $100 time.
So, if you guys need to use your time wisely. That $10 right there, it was 10 seconds. Use your time. Be smart about it. Don't ever forget that.
Time. You all know what it is, but do you all know how to use it? Raise your hand if you wish you had more time. I'm right there with you guys. 31% of your day is taken away by the time you use to be on your cell phone. 28 hours of your week are taken away by the time you use to watch television. But despite all these negatives, did you guys know that you're actually 30% more productive when you have a positive attitude about your situation? When you think about how you spend your time during your average day, ask yourself, are you present? Are you present physically? Are you present mentally? When you're in class sitting at your desk, Are you drawing in your notebook and tuning out your teacher? Or are you sitting in the front row, asking questions and engaging with your classmates? When you're intentional with your time, you will accomplish so much more than you could ever believe. You will be more productive, you will save time, and most of all, you will enjoy each moment of what you're doing that much more. Because life is too short to waste a single second.
Okay, this represents your entire life. And most of you sitting in the audience today are about 16 to 18 years old. This is how much of your life you have lived. And now at this camp, which is 4 days, this is how much of those 4 days. That is 1% of your year. Meaning that in just 1% of your year, you have impacted 500 other students who will in turn bring that back to their schools. And those students will impact thousands of other students. And this can lead across the nation. And you will then impact the younger generation, the older generation. And you will make the world a beautiful place just with 1% of your time. Now imagine how much you can do in 20 years, in 50 years. Imagine how many places you can go, how many people you can meet. You could easily just take your friend on a walk one day if she's struggling. You could travel to a third world country and help people who are starving. And with that 1% of time, you can make the world a beautiful place. But before you start thinking too far ahead, I know as teenagers that we can procrastinate, and time is not something to procrastinate. When you procrastinate, you can say, oh, like, I'll call grandma later, or I'll start working on that STUCO activity next week. But you don't know if you have a later or a next week. So you have to start thinking about how you can use your time now. Because when your time is up, will you be happy with what you did? Will you say, oh, I'm so happy I ended up going to help the starving, or helping my friend who is in need? Or will you say, oh, I spent my time sitting on my phone picking out Instagram filters so I can get over 100 likes? Because at the end of the day, just like these drops of water, the time is so delicate and you never know when it's going to end or when it's going to break. So you need to make the most of it. Thank you.
Now that we've talked about how to use your time intentionally, let's think about this camp. Think about the months of planning that went into just this camp, just 4 days. Like she said, that's 1% of your year. Now, think about all the scheduling that we have. Think of the intention, when you have to be somewhere, who you have to be with, where you have to go. Now, think about the next 4 days after you go home. Will there be that rigorous planning? Will there be that rigid schedule? No, there won't. But who has been inspired? Who's become more passionate over these past 4 days? Yeah, I'd say most people. All right, who wants to keep that attitude when they come home? All right, so live these next 4 days with that same intent that you have here. Build on it. Everyone, I'm really proud of your videos that you made. They were awesome. And how long did it take you to accomplish them? 2 days? 1 day. Like, barely. We started them maybe like 48 hours ago, if that. Think of all that you've accomplished since then. So what Council W would like to urge you all to do, we'll do it right along with you, is a challenge called the 48-hour impact. Once you go home for the next 2 days, we want you to make an impact somehow. It could be anything. It could be something as simple as holding the door for someone, or drawing out a plan for an idea you've come up with here at STUCO camp. It could be anything, and we want you to hashtag that. Hashtag 48-hour impact to see what you're doing, to see how you're going to impact right now. Don't wait for a week. Don't wait till next semester. Don't wait till you go back to school. Do it right now. And especially right now, because after this, we'll be going to the candlelight ceremony. And I'm sure you have made amazing friends while here at camp. And I want you guys to really, really think about how you're intentionally using your time with these amazing people that you have met these past few days, because you don't have much time left. So thank you to my Council W. Love you guys. Shout out to all the work you put into the video and helping us with this talk. And I'd like to have our counselor, Troy, come back up.